Hi, welcome to the Java programming tutorial. What we'll be looking at is tree maps, hash maps, maps, array, lists, and what we're going to look at now is system input and output. We've been using system.out.println and we've been printing things out to screen, and that's straightforward, just to print something to console. But you may want to write something to a file, print something to a file, etc. Well, Java, some people think it's more complicated. It's more complicated because it's more wordy. You've got many different classes that we've done object. We've covered the object in more detail, and that was the reason why we've done it, because it's important for object-oriented programming, especially Java. And what we're going to do is we're going to have like 3 different classes, and we're going to pass each class to each other. And so to explain that, it's like the input output comes from java.io, and in here we take away the asterisks. You can see you've got buffered input stream and buffered output stream. You've got buffered reader and buffered writer. Now there is a stream in Java. If you imagine a wee river with a stream flowing, water flowing down the hill, steadily just moving, carrying like water, and there's things in the water, things on the water. The things on the water is little pieces of data, a constant stream. Now, if you look at a reader is the stream is like a byte at a time, and so it's like a character read at a time, but not just our ASCII characters. I think it's Unicode characters, so that it takes into Japanese, Chinese characters, Arabic characters. So it's not our, I don't know how many characters we've got, right? But it's not the 256 size. I think it's double that. And so that's what Java goes. Java is like for all operating systems, and it's meant to be international, so it's supposed to be able to handle like all sorts of characters from different languages. So a byte is different in Java. It's not the standard byte for ASCII code. It's bigger, right? And so that's a byte, and so that's one character at a time. And so, but if you wanted to do a word or a string at a time, is what we want to do. We want someone wants to type a message to someone over the internet, over a network. That's not going to be one character at a time. It's going to be like a whole array of words for a sentence, and that's a reader. That's called a reader and a writer, and that's different from a stream. Now, the standard system.in, as you can see here, is a stream, and when we want to use it for words, we've got to convert it into a reader. And there's something in Java called an input stream reader, and so it's got the input stream and it converts the system into a reader. And so if you lap that around the input stream, then input stream, what if it turns from bytes into a reader, and then you can put it into a buffered reader. If we go to, as you can see here, we've got buffered streams and we've got buffered readers, and so that's what that would do. So there's a way around it. Now what I'm going to get started is put the asterisks back in here, and you'll find this is okay. I don't want to waste too much time, so I've got to watch. You just want information, I just want to give you information. That's the best way. And so this is a class, BufferedInputStream. That's what we called it. We made an object of it. And system.in is a class. So what we've done is we've got, instead of just doing system.out read, what we've got is system_in. Now, and we've called it input. So what we can do here, we've created an object of this, which is past this object, and so we can use its name input dot and now we've got all the methods that's associated with it. And what we want to do is we want to read an int, so we'll just go read int, and there's an error, I don't wonder why. Yeah, what it is like when you're reading and writing from networks and files and things like that, something can go wrong. You can go to access a file and it's not there. It's going to throw an error. Now, if an error happens in your program, the program's going to crash. So, what Java and other languages do with exceptions, you can handle exceptions, and so you can have a try and catch, you can have a throw error. If something goes on, your program will refer to another piece of code and continue. So if a user goes to open up a file, it's not there, then, and that happens all the time. If you imagine it, someone's deleted a file, then your whole system's not going to crash. It's going to send a message saying, sorry, the file's not there because it received this error, and you continue with the program. And so there's many different ways that we've not covered this yet. So all I'm going to do is add throws decorations, surround with a catch. We're going to go into this in other tutorials, but this is the most simple way out. I'm doing it at the moment, and I may have to do it in the first class as well. I've done the program. Right, it's going to say that I need to do it in the first one as well. So if I had to do it there as well, and it will work okay now. Right, so it's printed that out, and it also wants me to type a character. That's what we've done, and this is going to go into the program. That's the program terminated. And so what we're going to go is, what we're going to say is int equals, so int num equals what character we pass to it. And so if I pass a 2 to it, an integer to it, that's what's going to happen here. And what we're going to do to prove it, we're going to print it out the way we've been doing it. And we're going to say num. And so now it's going to be printed out. So whatever we pass to it, and what I'm going to just to show, this is the number we passed, and the plus sign, right? And then, oh right, if I spell right, it's Dutch. It's this because of the J I. This is a number, not number. Be passed, right? So if I run it, it's going to stop. We enter a number, and then it's going to print out that number. So now it's stopped, and it's expecting us to put a number, and I'm going to go 66. If I hit enter, it's printed out 54. So why did it print out 54? Yeah, right. So 54. It's actually putting out the character. 66 is a character, I imagine. Right. So if I run the program again, and if I put in A, 94. So that's it. That's the ASCII code for A. Right. We're going to continue with this. I don't want it to be too long, but that's how you get a character. And what we are doing is an integer. And so if I come here, I do dot. You can get a byte. You can have like overloading methods with different passes different values. Let's see what else is here. To string. Right. I'm just going to stick with that. We're going to come back to it next tutorial. Right, and so what we've done is we passed a number, and what we've printed out is the ASCII code for that. So the ASCII code for X is, no, X, enter is 120 is the ASCII code for X, right? And so that's it for this tutorial. We're going to continue with this. We're going to go deeper into it. We're going to be passing like characters and numbers, and they will be stored as characters and numbers. Then we're going to be using like readers and writers. We're going to be writing like sentences, paragraphs, or words, or whatever, and we're also going to be writing to files, writing to over the networks and different things like that. And so it's going to be very useful. And so that's for us just now. So I hope that's helped someone. So, and thank you for your time.